spot here. I was just going to do it there. Let's just get this nice stand. Don't have to worry about that. Hey, what's up, Jose? Making London broil. Hello. Marinate the steak until I'm ready to broil it. It's going pretty good. How's your day going? Sprouts, mushrooms. Okay. Very nice. I am making a meal for one. I'm making London broil. I'm marinating it now. And I'm gonna get ready to go to church service in a couple hours. I got stuffed mushrooms. Some roasted Brussels sprouts, roasted carrots. go to a church yet. I found a local one out here that I'm going to try out and see how I feel. Can't hurt to try it, you know. So, Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. We got those who celebrate Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. May your holidays be blessed. So now we are cleaning out the mushrooms. Yes. I don't have a translator for, I believe that's Arabic, but to all, a blessed holiday. Because I am track in high school? No. I did track when I was younger, as a kid. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm probably going to be doing some video game streaming later, guys. So stay tuned. Alright. Is anybody else spending the holidays alone today? I'm going to wash these mushrooms, let them dry out a little bit, and then start on the filling for the mushrooms. Maybe I'll get the carrots and Brussels sprouts together. And all of this will be something I can have leftovers for and freeze if I wanted to freeze it. Things like that. So right now we're just doing this. Tell me how your days are going. Tell me how you're going to be celebrating. Always wash your mushrooms, friends, when you're cooking them. Where am I from? From America. I don't like this mushroom. From New York, originally. My lineage is Italian. I'm mostly Italian, and I got German lineage as well, but mostly Italian. Alright, I don't like this one either. I don't like that one either. Some of these mushrooms went bad because I didn't take them out fast enough. Some of them have mold on them. But that's why you always wash your mushrooms. Most of the mushrooms are salvageable. I bought this almost a week ago, so it was time to cook them today, for sure. Something popped up and went away. I'm not really sure what that was, but So what I do right now, these are white mushrooms. What I'm doing right now is washing them off. Getting like the brown spots as much as that I can get off. And I'm popping the stems off. So I do like that. I kind of push them one direction, push them the other, and it comes right out. Where are you from, Jose? You always want to wash off your mushrooms, friends. They collect mold pretty quickly if you leave them in a container like I did. Not all of them have mold, but some of them did. Those are the ones that had a lot of molds, like I threw them right out. But the ones that were, most of them were salvageable. Let them dry off on a paper towel real quick. Face down, as you can see. This is a really easy recipe. My father would make it all the time, and I picked up a lot of recipes from my father, who picked it up from his mother. He's first generation American, just like his father. So I'm the great-granddaughter of immigrants from Italy. And this is one of my favorite easy recipes. I make it for Thanksgiving a lot, and I make it for Christmas. I do want to put my back brace on though, because my back is starting to hurt. I had an MRI today. I have claustrophobia, so I had a rough time with that. I was on my belly, like with my arm out. I was getting an MRI on my hand. I have to get surgery on my hand next week for my trigger finger. So you really want to kind of like massage some mushrooms and get them as much as possible. Wash off whatever you can, just in case there's mold you can't see. These brown spots will just stay, but I think they're fine. If I would have waited any longer, I probably wouldn't have been able to use these, so that was like a week ago. Okay. I'm also doing tarot readings, friends, so if anybody's interested in getting a holiday tarot reading, I'm available. Okay, those are washed. Alright, that's good. Let's get the excess stuff off of my that. I'm going to put a very light drizzling of Filippo Berio olive oil on the mushrooms. So, very light drizzling. Make sure I hit all of them. Let those kind of sit. The outside of it so it doesn't burn, especially on the bottom, because we're going to flip these around. And put them in the pan, and I'm actually going to do that now. Olive oil on the bottom of the pan as well. And just spread it around with my fingers. And as I put these in, I'll just massage the olive oil I drizzled on them over the mushrooms and put them face up into my pan. I'll put a little bit of olive oil on my hands so it's on my hands too. I'll do both hands. Stir it. All right. Hey, what's going on? We're making stuffed mushrooms. I'm making my dinner tonight for the holiday. I'm spending it alone today. I'll be going to my friend's house tomorrow for Christmas Day to celebrate it with her and her family, who is like my extended family. Shout out to Ashley, and shout out to the friends who give their little misfit toy friends a place to stay on the holidays. All right, we're almost done here. There's a lot of mushrooms, baby. Woo-wee! I'm definitely gonna bring some tomorrow, because your girl can't eat all of this by herself, right? I mean, I probably could. I really do love mushrooms. All right, we got 2 more left. Let's see. I'd rather put the bigger ones in because they're easier to stuff. And then that, I can't believe these fill up my pan so much. Wowza. Ooh, wee. Hey, what's going on, Eric? So this is gonna get tossed. Okay, I set them up like that. Let me take a quick picture, guys. Give me a second. All right. Let's go back. All right, very good. Now I'm going to set this aside for a minute. We're going to stuff those with the stuffing. I got to make it on the stove. Now we're going to wash the Brussels sprouts. Cut them up. There's only a couple left from my last meal I had with them. Alright. Let's dry these up a little bit. I just pick them up with a paper towel. Dry off the edges, kind of washes them off a little bit. That. What's going on, Eric? Let's get my knife back, rinse it off. Just cut the butt off of the Brussels sprouts there. I don't like keeping them on. It's gross. It's too hard. You guys got any fun plans for the holidays? You spending it with your family? You're spending it alone? Like myself? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're gonna eat. Couple of the people that follow the stream have been asking for cooking with them. So when I remember, I'll do it on YouTube, just right off my phone. You know, I won't use Streamlabs, so I won't have it on Twitch and anything too, but maybe I should. I mean, I think I have the Streamlabs app on Twitch, so let's see. But I make my Brussels sprouts whole because when you bake them, you really, really roast them good. Holy crap, guys. Do they come out tasty. It's like really crispy on the outside and then really soft like butter on the inside. There's only a couple in there, so what I'm probably going to do is put my carrots in there as well. But no, I don't want to do that because I want to season the carrots different. So we're just going to do this. Drizzle them with some olive oil. And I'll take you over here with me, so instead of bringing all my spices over here. Oh, man, let me, hold on. Hold on. I don't know what show Mom is, but Mom isn't here. Okay. So, let's go to my spice rack. Little Spice Girls. Okay. Spices. So, we're going to do a little salt. There's not much on here, but it'll be enough for me. Some pepper. Some garlic powder. Okay. Some paprika. Those are my 4 staples on spices that I put on my food. And I think honestly a little dash of cayenne will be nice with this. Let's get a little dash of that's coriander. Where's cayenne? Where the cayenne at? Where's the cayenne? Is that it? Oh, it's cinnamon. Cayenne, there we go. Alright. A little cayenne, just a little spice on there. And slap your mama. I love this stuff. Low sodium. Oh, Cajun seasoning. Freaking put this on everything. So that's going to go in. It's going to stay in there for a little while. Now we're going to do the carrots. But I actually get myself another liner. Okay. Alright. Let's put you back over here. Well, that's good. That's good angle. Alright. So I'm going to get the rest of my carrots that have been sitting in my fridge because I got a new container of carrots and I don't need it. So we're going to do it this way. Right? So first let's wash the carrots. Just a couple. I can always make more. Carrots are very easy to roast. Let's cut the butts off. Okay. Butt. Okay. Alright, do that. And what are we gonna do next? Alright, what's next? Maybe this would be a better angle if I do it this way. We're trying to find the right angle for cooking with them. This might be a better angle, we'll see. Yeah, it's probably a better angle. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this. I'm gonna make my carrots thicker this time. A lot of times I forget and I cut them too thin. And then I don't like the way they end up. So we're gonna cut them a little thicker this time. They end up getting burnt because I like my roasted vegetables pretty crispy. Oh shit. 10-second rule. I'll just shave an extra layer off of that. We don't waste food in this house, so judge me, don't judge me, I don't care. And the rest will bake off. Good. I'm just going to shave them over the sink so that doesn't happen again, huh? There we go. All right, we're cutting them thicker. Where is it? I'm going to put this in there. There we go. Okay. Might get another carrot out of the oven, out of the fridge. Because I kind of want this to be full so that I have more carrots to eat. And it encourages me to eat a snack. I'm going to make these more wintry. I'm going to put like some cloves and nutmeg, but you'll see what I create with it. Let's go to the fridge. Let's also get this basket out of the way. Ooh. Staple I always keep in my house are bag of carrots, onions, garlic. These carrots are a quick way to have your veggies, right? So, well, carrot is a root vegetable, right? As it grows in the ground. So now, cut the butts so we don't forget later. Cut the butt. Very good. And let's grab some of these shavings. Boom. Okay. Where is it? Did I put it in the sink? Oh, no, it's right there. All right. Peel in the carrot. I called it shaving earlier, but I guess it's the same principle. How's it going, everybody? I got a classic recipe for carrots. But we're going to make them, like I said, a little thicker. And they come out too thin, and then they burn faster. As it gets to the thinner end of the carrot, I make them a little longer. That's more than enough carrots. Now again, we're going to drizzle with olive oil. Make sure as many of them are face down as possible so that you get the most surface area for your seasonings to hit. Okay. Let's bring it back over to the spice cabinet. See what I add for spices. So, again, my staple spices, salt, which I really like using. This salt, which is really good. Redmond Real Salt. It's ancient fine sea salt, really good. Some black pepper, a little sprinkling over everything. I used to be in such a rush to get like all the spices and stuff all over the food, but I find I can actually meditate and breathe. I find that a lot of times when I'm doing tasks, I hold my breath. I don't know if anybody else experiences that, but take a big deep breath if you haven't. All right, we got some paprika. Smoked paprika, I love it. You can never do too much paprika. All right, so we got salt, pepper, paprika. We're gonna do obviously a little bit of slap your mama because that shit goes on everything. And then ground cloves. Oh, the best to put on carrots. They sit so well with carrots. You don't want to overpower the carrots with the clove, so like you want to make sure you have a generous splash on each piece, but you don't want to do too much, almost like make it spotted. And then a little bit of cinnamon. Again, you don't want to go too hard, then it becomes like a dessert, and you don't want that. You just kind of want the flavoring to get there. And the last thing I'm going to put on it is one of my favorite, which I need to get more, so I need to put that on the list. Rosemary. A little bit of Mediterranean rosemary. Just a little splash. Now, just for funsies, we're going to put a little parsley on top. Right. And then one more little splash of olive oil on top so that the spices don't burn. And it's ready for the oven. Okay. Next up, we're going to be making the filling for the stuffed mushrooms, so we could stuff them and put them in. And then, what time is it? Yeah, we're gonna get ready for church soon because it's at 4. All right. That should give me plenty of time. I like using cast iron as much as possible. Okay. Let's see. What are we getting? breadcrumbs. Generous helping of olive oil. We're going to put this on about out of 10 or 9, like a 6, a little bit right above medium. Nice little generous helping of olive oil on the bottom. Get that pan hot. I've already pre-diced my, well, processed my garlic. Measure with your heart. Measure with your heart with garlic. So what do we do when we're doing that? Yes. Here's the cheese. And I might get myself a little bottle of wine. I might not. I usually don't drink. So it's not really necessary for me to get wine. I also use grated Pecorino Romano. Leave that out for a second. Shake, shake, shake. Okay. So, just with the spoon. Whenever I can, I like to use a wooden spoon. Get this nice and warm. We don't want to over crisp the garlic. Garlic is liquid gold in this house, so in any way necessary to get them out, get that sucker out. Okay. Well, it's not liquid gold, but it's gold. Okay. So garlic is already simmering pretty nicely. So now I'm going to add my breadcrumbs. Now I'm going to eyeball it. Most times I make it just right. I have a lot of mushrooms, so let's do that. I first like to do this and then add the cheese towards the end, otherwise the cheese burns. I also want to put more olive oil on top of that so it really soaks in and it stays wet, because all of the stuffing is for stuffed mushrooms, unless you stuff your mushrooms with meat, which I don't. I like to make a lot of my meals mostly vegetarian if I can, unless I'm eating like poultry or like I'm making a steak later. When I make veggies, I don't like to mix them with meat if I can help it, especially for those that I like to share with, so that if they're not meat eaters, they can indulge with me. So now I'm going to make this so that the breadcrumbs, they're like very light brown, like a tan right now. Excuse me. I want to make it so that they're light brown or a little darker, not like dark brown, because then you're going to bake it, right? But it's going to stay on that heat. Maybe I'll lower it just a little bit. Let's check on the other stuff. Let's see. We're just going to do a little shake, shake, shake. They're starting to get a little brown, which is very nice. Shake, shake, shake. Again. The oven's on 400. Normally with the veggies, I'd probably make them a little lower, but like 350, 375. But because I'm making the mushrooms, I want them on 400. Now the bottom is already getting brown, so I'm going to really make sure I'm going to lower this even a little bit more. You don't want to put too much oil, otherwise you have to add more breadcrumbs again. But you want to move it and groove it. Remember, cast iron gets really, really hot and stays hot longer. But it's healthier to cook with cast iron and glass, Pyrex, and steel. Try to stay away from your non-sticks. I'm going to have to cook my steak on a non-stick pan, but what I'm going to do is put a layer of tin foil over it, because the Teflon in the non-stick pan, it's very bad for you. I mean, there's nothing I can do about the Teflon that's coated in the oven, but if you go on YouTube and watch this, ooh, that's too hot. No, thank you. See, now it's getting too hot, so now I'm taking it off the heat completely. Actually, we're going to turn that off and we're going to switch burners because that is way too much. Now, we're going to put on a smaller burner so that I don't burn her. But go on YouTube if you can and check out The Devil You Know. It talks all about that industry. Ooh, we're really playing with fire here. Okay, this is pretty much done. Because of that, I'm going to add the cheese. Again, measure with your heart. Enough. And the pan is probably hot enough where I don't even need to keep the burner on at this point. Made it a little extra crispy, more crispy than I'm used to, but I'm going to make sure you really get those cheese clumps. That's that. That's good. Right. I'm going to actually take it out the pan so it doesn't cook anymore. Okay. So again, garlic. Got garlic, olive oil, breadcrumbs, Pecorino Romano cheese. Now I'll probably, because I didn't want to cook anymore, I'll put a little bit of Slap Your Mama. Even though the breadcrumbs are seasoned, I'm an Italian, I have my own seasonings too. So a little Slap Your Mama, because I'm pretty much the only one eating this. A little bit more paprika. There's plenty of salt in the breadcrumbs, so I'm not going to add any more salt. Okay. Let that cool down for a minute. Okay, there's plenty of garlic in there, so I'm not going to add any garlic powder, but I will add some pepper. And for this one, I think I'm going to do my fresh black peppercorn. Really mix that up nice. Okay. Is that hot? Yeah, that's hot. Okay. So, we'll just stay over here. Why not? So now I got my mushrooms. My mushrooms, and I got my stuffing. And I could do it by hand. I will probably do this. I'm gonna do another nice, really quick drizzling of olive oil over the mushrooms so that they don't burn. Okay. And then we're gonna use a little spoon. Do I think you'll get Fates of the Old Republic before your third hip replacement? Oh my God, 3 hip replacements. That must have been a journey for you. I don't know. Do you think you're going to get it? Okay. All of this is mixed up nice. And then we fill and push in to really get them filled up nice. Okay. This takes a little bit of finesse and it takes patience. Some of these smaller ones, I don't know how we're going to get the stuffing in there, but we are going to do our best. Just got to be patient, do a little bit at a time. And then I like to really push it in with the end of the spoon. And then add a little bit more on top if I have extra at the end, but we really want to make sure that we're filling them up nice. Okay. Oh, I can smell those carrots cooking. They smell good. Stuffed mushrooms is a labor of love, but it's also quite easy, very simple recipe. Just takes time to put together is all. Right. How's everybody doing? What's your holidays look like? Say hi to me in the chat. Keep me some company today. I'm spending the holiday alone. I'm going to put this in and cook them most of the way and then take them out and go to church and come back and broil my London broil and reheat these real quick right after the London broil's done. She'll be done marinating at that point. And then these tiny ones are really hard to fill up, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Little bite-sized pieces. They're going to be so yummy. And if I let this cook any more in that cast iron, I would have burnt them beyond recognition, but the gods and Jesus were looking out for me today. Didn't let me burn them and ruin it. Oh, I probably made too much stuffing, but that's okay. I could try to repurpose this somehow. I also love having extra stuffing on the side. You don't want to crisp up the breading too much, because if you do, when you bake it, it gets too bad. Right? We'll put a nice healthy layer on top of everything after the fact. We're almost done stuffing. We got the baby ones now. They're going to be a little harder to stuff. Like I said, we want it to kind of go over like icing. I like when you ice a cupcake. So I like to push them in so all the spaces in between get filled. And then come back with another layer. We're gonna have just enough. Perfect. Probably have just a little bit extra left over. And that's okay. Like I said, I like it to protrude out a little bit. Has anybody else made stuffed mushrooms like this? Because this is one of my favorite holiday snacks. I make this a lot for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. I filled every single one. With just enough to, look at that, guys. Look at that. With just enough to spare to kind of put a little bit extra on top at the end. a little extra helping here and there. That's why you gotta eyeball it. You start doing this so many years, you start really getting an eyeball for exactly how much of each ingredient you need. If I find some that are like really flat, I'll just add a little extra helping on top. So nothing goes to waste in this house, like I said. Okay, and if it falls off the side, so what? You'll have a little bit of crispy bits. Almost ready to put these in the oven. Awesome. Nothing wasted. Okay, let's get these babies in the oven. Another very quick douse. Boom, boom, boom. And let's get in the oven. All right. Now we're going to put on a timer because we don't want them to burn. So we're going to do 20 minutes. And that's perfect because church is at 4, so we don't want to have to get ready after that. Well, check these Brussels out. It looks like they're almost done. So I'm going to take them out so that actually not. I'm going to give them a couple more minutes. With the carrots. Now flip the carrots. And let's start. You don't want to burn the carrots. You don't want to overcook them. It really dehydrates them too much. I'm going to do a nice little stir. And I think we're almost done with the carrots. So before I close up the stream, I will take the carrots and the Brussels sprouts out. So you know what? I'll do this. We'll wash the dishes that I got. You guys can hang with me in the chat while I wash the dishes, and as soon as the dishes are done, it'll be time to take those out. Living alone and cooking is a challenge sometimes because you don't want to make too much where you don't eat it because sometimes you get tired of the leftovers after a day or two. So I make enough where I can share if I have company. I can put some in the freezer. Or what's it called? Have enough for leftovers in seconds. I very much enjoy the life I've curated for myself, the life I've been given. And, recently I was considering a lot of moves maybe moving out west, moving out to different countries, and just, world is my oyster. Why not? It's always fun to consider things, and I'm still open to whatever the universe has for me, But recently, I found a community out here where I'm living in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. Found myself a community out here with the poets. I've been a poet since I'm a little girl, since I'm about 10 years old. And it always felt like home. So finding the poet community out here has been just such an honor and a privilege. Shout out to Noble Quills and the Poets Cauldron. Shout out to Andrea and Magnus. Sorry. I don't know why I go for Andrea first. Andrea and Magnus, shout out to them. Shout out to Sean and Bryn. They've been big blessings in my life lately, and just finding a little ragtag group of people that see eye to eye. And I'll soft launch this for the people that have stayed on the stream just now. But I am publishing my first collection of poetry. I have over 90 poems, and I'm finally publishing my first chapbook. It's going to be a 3-part, and I'll speak more about it on a video that I'll post. It won't be a live, so I'll just make a video about it. But it's exciting stuff, and that is due to come out on March 20th. This is my little soft launch right now to let you know about that. So that's exciting stuff on the horizon. I'm just going to need to format. I'm going to go on this website, Lulu. It's going to help me figure out the best way to format these things. And I might take those Brussels sprouts and onion carrots out now. Okay. Let's see what they look like. Because we're going to put them back in the oven later to reheat them. So, you don't want them getting too cooked right now. So that's fine. The mushrooms, I'll add another 5 minutes. And let's put the rest of this away. I'll wash the dishes and then I'll end the stream. We're just putting the knives and stuff away for now, so that I don't come home to a big old mess. Nobody likes that. So my cat Luna cost me $400 yesterday for her vet bills for being sick and having an ear infection. So if anybody wants to send some Christmas joy or help me out, hit me up on my Venmo. It's all on my description. Or you can ask in the comments how to send it. It's just Emily Naccio. Just search that up. Just come right up. Show me and Luna some Christmas love. We really appreciate it. You guys just joining, subscribing, sharing with your friends. I'm going to probably video game stream later on as well. So all of that really helps me. These carrots smell good. Woo-wee. The girl can cook. Hey, Merry Christmas! You missed the stream, but I did cooking with them, so I'll show you what I made. I made some roasted carrots and roasted Brussels sprouts, and I got, in the oven, I got stuffed mushrooms I made, and I am marinating a steak. Like I was saying, I'm going to get ready for church soon. I just wanted to not come home to a mess. My cat cost me a lot of money, guys, so if you want to support the stream, you want to support me, yesterday it cost me $400, so hit me up on my Venmo, Emily Naccio. It's spelled the same way on the channel, Naccio. PayPal, it's the same thing, EmilyNaccio@gmail.com. Another moderator just handled it. Does that mean that we got Vegas on the line? And what else? Streamlabs is Emily Naccio, however you guys want to send some love. Even just following me on the stream, being a part of this, making sure you're subscribed. You could watch in the background, or it's called lurking, so don't take offense if we use that word. And you can have me on mute, and that just helps me get my numbers up. So anyway, you can help. It's greatly appreciated. I'm going to keep streaming this week, even like just background stuff like this. So I can get my hours up on YouTube, especially, because what I'm trying to do right now is be able to monetize on YouTube, and I have the followers, I need the watch hours, so I need enough people watching videos from my channel. I know a lot of you guys have seen stuff from the Van Geeks, but I need you guys on my channel and watching videos that I've posted and joining lives and stuff, and that will enable me to get super chats and stuff where people on YouTube can bless me up that way as well, and I can continue making this my profession. I have a day job, but it's in the school system where when the kids are off, I don't get paid. Snow days, I don't get paid. Summers, I don't get paid. So I'm hoping where I don't have to really find much of a part-time job in the summer. So I could just do this and do my gigs. So I'm hoping to build up my channel to the point, and my tarot reading. So if you'd like a tarot reading, I'm running a special right now for a half hour for $35. It's a holiday special. I'll probably be upping that, as I have been told by the first person that took a tarot reading from me that I'm gifted, and I believe I'm gifted. So when you're gifted and you're good at something, don't take the bare minimum, So she recommended that. So I'm gonna kind of test out different price points and stuff for that. But I'm going to be offering that. I'm going to be offering my sign language classes, but I am getting surgery on my trigger finger. I just got an MRI today about it. Had a full panic attack in the MRI machine because I'm claustrophobic. And also it hurts to lay on your belly. I have herniated discs and stuff in my back and my neck. So it really hurt to be in that position that long. I was crying. It really sucked. But I'll be out of commission with the sign language for a couple of weeks as I heal up from that surgery. But I can still do the tarot readings, I can still do my gigs, and I can still do my streaming. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do the video game streaming. We're going to see. We're going to see. Maybe I'll have a cast on this and I can still use my thumb and my pointer finger. So we'll see if it interferes. If it does, we'll do more music streams. And that'll be that until I kind of get better. But my back is in a bad way today, so I might need to take some medicine today. So my back don't feel too hot today. I usually try to stay away from the medicine if I can help it. As soon as I finish these dishes, we're going to clean the countertops off. I'll check those mushrooms, because I'm going to reheat the mushrooms real quick after I make the lemon broil and the other vegetables I made. Oh, I didn't even make my roasted potatoes, so we're going to have to make the roasted potatoes too. Which I'm not sure I really need them, but I'm going to make them anyways.
Make a small batch. And they're always good in the morning too. I like roasted potatoes in the morning. I don't realize how much I hold my breath when I'm doing a test. I gotta meditate more and breathe more. Definitely gonna need to put some heat on my back later. Hello, Peyton. Missed the cooking portion, but I'll kind of show pictures on my Instagram later. Maybe post on the YouTube dashboard so people could see what I've cooked today and what the meal looks like on a plate. And I made stuffed mushrooms. I'm marinating a lemon broil, which I'm going to flip in a second in the pot that it is marinating in. What's up, Rick? Merry Christmas, pal. How's my favorite cat? Besides Luna, of course. How are things faring in the Shire? Hey, Pistol Pete, Merry Christmas. So, give you guys a little tour of what we're doing here. Okay, let me save that for later. That's saved for later. Oh. I don't use soap on my cast iron pan. I use this little scrubbing buddy, as you can tell. And I just get the excess food off of it. Ooh, they're almost done too. All right, let's look. So check it out. We got roasted carrots, roasted Brussels sprouts, stuffed mushrooms that are pretty much done. So I am going to turn it off when the stream is done because we're going to be cooking in a little bit. And that's perfect timing. And then we have a marinated steak. Let's get the soap off my hands. I put Worcestershire sauce. I think I'm saying that right. Worcestershire, soy sauce, balsamic, oil, minced garlic, black pepper, some parsley, a little bit of rosemary I put in there. What else? So we're flipping it now so it's marinating on the other side. Pretty heavy. Very nice, very nice. did I put in this? Worcestershire. Worcestershire, what else? I think that's about it. The minced garlic. Yeah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn that oven off. We're gonna turn that off. And what time is it? 3:17. Yeah, I gotta get ready for church. So when I get back, I'll make one sweet potato, which maybe what I'll do right now is get that. Cool. We'll just get it ready, and as I'm getting ready, keep the sweet potatoes in the oven. It's already preheated, I might as well coat the pan, shave the sweet potato. Because every time I end up keeping the skin on my potatoes, they end up chewy. Maybe sometimes I keep like the slightest bit of skin on, but rarely. Alright. Let's use my board one more time. And then I gotta get ready for church, guys. Haven't been in church in a while since the church kicked me out all those years ago. I went to a Catholic church once recently to celebrate the boy Brandon that I was a nanny for, to celebrate his communion. And I'm not a Catholic, so I don't really like Catholic churches very much. I don't like how they feel. But I've been called to go to church recently, and I don't question. I mean, I do tarot, I do seances in the woods, I do all my stuff. But I still love Jesus. I call myself a witch that loves Jesus. My pronunciation of Worcestershire was spot on. That's the next county up for me. Oh, you're in Gloucestershire? Is that how I say it? Gloucestershire? Again, I'm going to make these too thin, just like the carrots. Okay. Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire. And as soon as I season these guys, it's going to be time for me to sign off. Well, you know what it is, Rick. I actually have been. You know this, though. I've been in England. So I already have a working understanding of most English pronunciations. Because I went there as a child. So we're sprinkling with olive oil. And we're going to use my 4 main ingredients that I always put on most of my food. And now we're adding a 5th that I'm going to put mainly on my food because most foods I'm putting Slap Your Mama on. So salt, pepper, black pepper. Take your time, guys. Don't just chop. Put it real quick because then you're going to get one piece that's going to have a crap load of pepper on it. Slap Your Mama. Low sodium because I add sodium. It's a nice Cajun seasoning. If you don't have it in the UK, order it on Amazon because it is fucking good. Alright, garlic powder. I always have to look with the garlic powder because it looks a lot like ginger. I keep them on separate racks, but you never know It's been a long day. Paprika. I am generous with the paprika. Again, because of the carrots, I'm also gonna add a little ground clove to the anything that has orange, that's carrots, sweet potato. Adding clove, I don't know what it is, but I guess it's the carotene, beta carotene, I don't know. But adding clove to anything that is orange, butternut squash, all that, oh dude, comes out so good. You don't want to do too much, but you don't want to do too little. Comes out so nice. A little bit of cinnamon, just this tiniest bit, a little sprinkle. And potatoes always taste good with some rosemary. Okay. Just for funsies, guys, we're going to put a little bit of extra black peppercorn crushed because that tastes good. And then a little dash of cayenne. And then at the end, just to coat the top, another very light layer, a little sprinkling. I need to get one of those sprays. And then here, let's take the mushies out because they look done. Yeah, baby. Okay. I'm gonna put that to 400 so that they cook a little faster. And then, guys, that is it. Look, we got roasted carrots, some roasted Brussels sprouts, stuffed mushrooms. I'm gonna bring a few to my friend's house. We got the steak marinating, and then I have the sweet potatoes in the oven. Oh yeah, Cajun seasoning's the best, ain't it? Well, guys, listen, I hope you have a lovely holiday. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to all. Happy Hanukkah. Joyous Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate, I hope that you are remaining blessed and you remain humble in this time, and that you feel called to help others wherever you can. Wherever you feel called to help others, I pray that you feel loved and appreciated wherever you are in your life. And if nobody told you today that they love you, I love you. I am going to do a video game stream in a little while after I'm finished cooking and eating. So join me for that. Keep your notifications on. Try to hit me up on YouTube. I know I was trying to get everybody to hit me up on Twitch more lately, and yes, I get ad revenue with Twitch, but now I need more watch hours on YouTube. So if you can subscribe, share with your friends, all the things, I would really appreciate it. It really helps me grow the channel. I'm trying to build this stream up to the point where I don't need to find a summer job. I can just do this. So, because I don't get summer work with my job that I have with the school. So with that said, guys, be blessed. Have a lovely holiday. If you don't join me later on in the stream, have a lovely holiday. I love you guys so much. And yes, thank you so much, Rich. Give Mischief a big hug and kiss for me. And I'll see you guys soon. I got to go get ready for church now. Love you. Bye.